我辛苦啊！
我哋多5分鐘先10分鐘到10。
maybe 我係新燈啊。
佢有So we will start in 5 minutes. Thank you.
唔使新燈。換新啊？咩換咩新？
佢群組嗰個書仔入邊係咪啊？書仔入邊有換新。
你又換新？咩model啊？哦，你做好啲。哎，sorry 啊。
唔係咁嘅，我哋嘅計劃唔係咁。因為要拉晒佢嘛。
咩拉？哦，咁樣係拉下。所以而家我講嘢佢哋聽到啊？未係 ？Hello。
有。
死啦！我都知你仲講呢啲嘢。誒，師傅。哇！我 off 先啊喂。
你掹出嚟先啊！我哋分。
嚇？
掹出嚟先。
掹出嚟先啊！
你仲講我哋老細冇講啲人火到你哋。5分鐘內得，睇下咩人入嚟先。
Okay, we'll start in 5 minutes. All right, so just relax.
而家係聽唔到嘅。
你唔在咁啊？聽唔到？應該聽到。
係咪？喂到啦！頭先我哋講嘅出嘢全部 live 緊啊！死啦 ！Oh my god！
因為嗰度拉咗。
有冇同我講？你有冇同我講？Oh my god！ 死啦！我今天都聽到啊！off 佢。唔係啦，唔係 off。我得想開係啊，新啊，新啊。唔會。I think 可以啦。OK。
我叫 DJ 個入嚟介紹，MC 入嚟介紹。
唔使啦，
介紹得得。
唔使，我自己介紹我自己。sorry。
因為嗰個靚女喺嗰度等遲咗嘛。
OK，靚女度愛。
啲仔唔愛嘅意思。
係啦。好啦。Morning. This is Nick Henry. All right. Anyone?
Okay, good morning everyone. This is a very first time I'm coming this studio. Okay, so and this is a very first activity for today morning, for this morning. And then let us welcome Nick here. Please give your big hand of applause out. So yes, Nick today will be sharing a section with us about the street photo and also the landscapes information. So actually, Nick is a dentist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, but even though he's a dentist, but he still get a lot of winning awards from photography section. So let's start the sharing without wasting any time. Thank you.
Thank you. I didn't get your name. Pauline. Thank you, Pauline. All right. Welcome, everybody. And I would like to express my thanks to YL and Sony Malaysia for the opportunity to share, and everyone here who comes during the rain, I appreciate it. Now, okay, Sony passed to me lah. I don't own lenses or camera from Sony, but they passed to me on a long-term loan. So they passed to me the 14mm ultra wide angle prime lens. And this is a very, very good lens for, I would say you can do anything in photography, whether it's street or whether you want to do some documentary and all that, okay? So I use this for street. A lot of people say, street So basically what is street? You use 35, you use 50 gram most of the time, okay? Now I would like to share that you can also use the 14mm ultra wide for street photography, all right? And it's not easy because streets, very messy and everything. So what you're gonna do to take pictures like that, where you can focus on the subject and include the environment as well. Okay, it's just a sharing. All right, so we go to the next one. Okay, streets, composition, we share a bit. It's only half an hour, so it's gonna be quite short, all right? Anything you can ask me later, okay? Or you can stop me halfway also. Okay, imaginary lines, reflections, shadows, slow shutter speed fanning, knowing the source of light, and micro focusing. So with all these, you can go and walk around the streets, or you can do any photography project that you feel like you want to do, okay? Create some visual storytelling as well as visual art in your images. So what is micro focusing? You must have, like me, Lala Kecik eyes. I'm known as Lala Kecik, okay? In my Instagram, you can see that it's Lala Kecik. So what do I mean by micro focusing? It is very simple, okay? When you walk in the streets, everything is chaotic, correct now? So many people, you walk in the Petaling Street and see, so many people, everything. Now how are you going to take visually appealing images with so many chaotic people running here and there, walking there? You must micro focus on certain elements in the streets. That's how you do it. Okay, for instance, Petaling Street. Everybody knows where this is right now. Okay, so the heartbeat of Petaling Street. You want to do street photography, you must go to Petaling Street. Okay, how? I micro focus on a water puddle on the road and waiting for this one of the people who was walking. Of course, this time I push him a bit lah. I say, hey brother, can you walk across the puddle or not? So we walk across the puddle, then we shot. So that is how we do it. If not, we don't want to get like messy and all that. We want to get as clean as possible the image. So this is from a water puddle on the road, and then of course what do you call that? Tilt it. All right, tilt it. The one that you all know lah, right? Okay. Okay, for instance, this lady, this is how we use to see. Just now remember the reflections, the moment, everything. I didn't ask her to do anything, but I saw that she's doing something on her hair. Then I quickly shoot at that. Okay, so you have a reflective image of her as well as her action, and you can see that the lines are like that. All right. Another water puddle. Same place but different direction. Okay, so you can see this is how we do it: micro focusing and using reflections as well as the mirror image. Okay, this is also in Petaling Street. All these are in Petaling Street. If next time you want to know where the shoot is, if there's a Sony workshop, or if you see me in Petaling Street, come. Then I'll show you around Petaling Street. All of you shot this before. You all know where to shoot or not? In Petaling Street. I think those fellows that follow my workshop, they will know a few weeks ago, right? Okay. This is also in the mirror. This is a mirror. This is a mirror. And this is our Sifu here walking. Okay. Alright. The temple with the car mirror. Okay, using all the things that I've shared just now. So you sort of focus and micronize the whole scene into this small little part. And that is how you extract the images you want from a very chaotic place. Okay? Okay, this is the MRT. As you can see, two girls walking and one guy walking over there. So you have, one guy walk there, you know, it's like an opposite thing. This is part of composition as well as the separation in between this and that. Okay, we create composition using like that. All these elements, whatever you see here, okay, they are available on the streets. It's how you micro-focus and look at it, and then you either arrange if there's no subject or you wait for the moment. Okay? Okay, this is from the bus, as you can see. The ultra-wide angle really gives you the whole perspective, but it is not messy. Okay? We use the reflection from the bus, the window, and then while waiting for this guy to go over, you can shoot this and the whole thing is reflected, okay, giving you at least something visually pleasing. So you see a bus also can shoot, you know. Okay. Alright, this is from Rex KL during the Guinness Festival for 1 month. So I saw this skateboarder, I asked her, hey brother, can you bring up your skateboard? I brought up and I shot this whole thing. Okay, so you use shadows, lights, play around with it to create some visual art. And this is one of the Dolby in Petaling Street also. When I went in, okay, there's this, I think Bangla guy and an Indonesian lady, okay? So I just opened up this cover of the washing machine, then I frame it through here. Now by doing so, I think it's easier you use manual focusing. Because if you use automatic, you're not going to focus the guy sharp. Okay, so you use manual. Certain points, you have to switch and go manual focusing. And certain points, of course, most of the time it's auto. So we use framing here, you see. Okay? So anyway, you can, by utilizing all that thing I shared earlier, you can create visually appealing images. One of the bubble, the mirror reflection, the pigeons. I know you know where this is right now. Okay, you know the pigeons are on the floor right now. So the guy walking right now, as he walk nearer, I boom, all the pigeons fly up. That's how you shoot. Okay. And then this is through the plastic sheet. Now you can do things like that. Sorry. Yeah, Merdeka Day. I share a bit about the Merdeka Day. Okay, from the plastic strip, this is a chestnut salad. Now, rather than shooting directly in front, sometimes we go indirect behind, and then this plastic sheet is there. So you go behind and shoot. You give another perspective to your image. And panning, okay? Now if you zoom in, the girl is actually sharp, the face. Okay, the rest is blurry. You look at the speed, 1/30. Very, very slow. Okay. But you have, the lens have that focusing lock thing, remember? Who has the 14mm or any other GM? Got right now. Who is Sony user here? Everybody, yeah? Most lah, okay. Now you have the lens, Sony has the lens there, they have the locking thing. That helps a lot. When you focus on any subject, you press that locking thing and then you follow. That's how you pan and that's how you get the face shot. Not every shot lah. Okay, maybe in one try I get one like that. But you practice. So I became more and more daring by doing lower and lower speed now. 1/30. Normally I go 1/25, 1/30. But I want it to be like more effect, the zooming, okay? Now Merdeka, who went Merdeka that day? The rehearsal. Anybody? Oh, you didn't go? How come? This is like after 3 years, you know. Okay, must go. Next year must go, you know. Whether it's Putrajaya or whether it's Dataran Merdeka, don't go on the actual day. It's very, very difficult to shoot. That day, the whole LT is jammed out with people. Too many people, understand? You go during the full dress rehearsal, which is 2 days before the actual event. Okay, then it's not so messy and not so packed with people. So this is Merdeka Day. Now we're going to go through this quickly using all the composition that I shared just now. And then this is how it is. Reflection from the water on the road. Alright? Okay, we start with this first image. And then how? I saw this guy. He's wearing the t-shirt like that. Then I look behind. Hey, I can actually move around so that the lines, you understand? So it looks like it's connecting. So this is one of the, you know, you create some quirky moments, etc. Then next, you see through one of those antique cars. So of course this one, I asked this guy to stand here, I asked this guy to stand here. Then this guy suddenly walk in front, there, sure lah. Okay. Okay, panning shots. Alright. Early in the morning, nobody disturb me. Not so messy. And then the what do you call that? Trumpet or something like that. Okay. Now if you go nearer, you can actually see all these reflections here. It's very, very shining. So it increased some creativeness in the whole story of this Merdeka rehearsal. Alright? And then slow speed. Now you can see the flag is slowing like that. I asked the girl to wait lah, saying, yeah, boleh buat begitu. Then she do for me lor. Then I slow speed a bit, 1/15. But still her face is sharp and all because she didn't move a lot. You get a bit of blurring here and that. Panning, okay. As the guy passes by, you have to, if next year you all go, must go, Promise? Then you see me there, okay? Serious. Okay, if it's Dataran Merdeka, then it's easy. Don't go opposite. You can choose only one. Here, during the rehearsal, or you want to go there. I feel here is better. Because here is all from here. And then I can walk to the stage later on behind there and take some shots there. So over there, I think it's mostly you have to use longer lens. For here, you can use very wide lens. Okay? Alright, panning. You can shoot even very near. This is 14mm, you know. I went so near the guy. He never said anything. He, then only, you see. So I took the reflection in the, what do you call that? His Oakley. Hey, he got Oakley, you know. I also don't have Oakley. I seriously don't have Oakley, okay? So you see, this is the bomba as they were doing things, you know. You can just shoot and slow speed again, okay? I didn't ask them to pause. This actually they are starting to practice, but they stop there. Then you can lower your speed. So you have the sort of slow motion of these flags. Alright? And I went inside. They sort of padlock it. I opened up, I went inside, and I shot, and then the guard came and chased me away. But it's okay, I got a shot. I say sorry to him. And this one, wow. You all must be wondering how come got one girl carrying umbrella, isn't it? I planted it there, okay? Just to give some visual, against this and this wall, okay? And reflection on the road. Again, the reflection. You see how I reflect and I frame it. I saw this guy taking picture with the headphone. So I said, abang-abang ni jangan bergerak, you never move. Then I waited for this, and you get something to break the monotonous. If just say, you're doing a storytelling, everything is the same, you just stand there and shoot like that. Not interesting enough. To me alright? No offense to anybody. You must go up, down, walk near, walk far, things like that. So you create different things. People look, it's like playing music, Go up, then go down, and then go up again. Exactly the same. Next. You can even take portrait shots. Okay? If you put f1.8, everything is blurry. Okay, that's the beauty of the ultra-wide f1.8. And then you see this, as I go behind, I saw, how come? There are people walking with hats and all. You understand or not? Like butterflies, is it? So there's this guy, I position myself, I just wait. Then these few fellas walking by. Now you're under the shots. You have to under because if not, the sky will be burst out. You don't get any more details. But this one, you don't need to be under. I mean, you don't need the details. I just want the hats to be seen only. Right or not? So you see? So this is very exciting to take the rehearsal. Next row. Okay, sunburst, f16. All wide angle lengths. If you put f16 to f22, you will get the sunburst like that. Understand? So I just stand there. I knew he was walking here. Of course, I prayed like mad that I just burst it. And when I went back to check, just nice where I want it to be. Okay, the star from the soldier. Okay? Now, if you notice, I don't put ISO very high one. You're outdoor. I think max you can go even indoor is 4,000, not more than that. The any camera as well, it becomes a bit too noisy. Okay? And I saw this, I think he's a homeless guy or whatever. He's just carrying his things, walking around. So I took a shot that every Malaysian, irrespective of your standing, you are a Malaysian. And a policeman resting behind. Okay, this is the stage, this is a policeman. Okay, you can see the flags there. Always, if you're taking Merdeka, always have some element that shows that it is that celebration. If it's not, nobody knows, is it? Okay? And now, any question before I proceed? No, you can always ask me later. Now, Lalaport. Everybody has been there, right? Everybody, yeah? Okay, good. So this is the bridge that connects from Times Square, I think Times Square, if I'm not mistaken, to Lalaport. Alright, so we use the wide angle to shoot. This is just outside Lalaport. Okay? Wide angle, you get a guy walking, and then you frame it with all this. Reflection from the... Is this a pond? It's the pond right now. The fountain, okay? Now morning, the fountain is not shooting out any water. You can get very crystal clear reflection of anybody who's walking here. This is the reflection, you can see that the mirror image here. Alright? Now of course I under because I want this to be sunburst. Okay, so you see? Doesn't matter if this is all dark. You see, when you edit or when you take pictures, try not to do HDR. I'm not against HDR, okay? But it is always interesting to have shadows and lights, all these things. And if let's say the image shows total black, let it show total black. It doesn't matter. Because these are the contrasting things, light and shadows. You must have that in your image. Okay, for instance, this one. This is all black. This is the, what do you call that? The shadow of the tree. Okay, this is also lalaport. I took it because I find it interesting that, this thing. And then this guy is actually doing something. But my focus is not on this guy, it's actually on this thing. And then as you go under, if you can see, it's really, really under. Then you get all this, image and all that. Okay? Now, sometimes in composition, you must have a contrasting color that breaks everything. The red. Okay? Now you must have a certain spot. If you can, I saw this lady walking with the red umbrella. I said, I must get a shot. So the red actually breaks the monotonous of the whole thing. Okay? And inside, everybody has shot this like this. With a wide ultra wide angle, you can get this inside lalaport. Okay, this one was before the shop opened, so they had this murals. And the girl was like crossing here, holding the phone. Never. So you get this. So I find it's okay because you have all these murals with the shadow of family and everything. Suddenly you break it with this girl. This actual person, the rest all is painting work. Okay, holding a phone and walking by. So you must see, because when I went there, we saw this whole thing. Just wait for somebody to pass by. And if nobody pass by, go and plant somebody to pass by as well. Okay. All right. Book access. You all know where this is, right? So you see all that. Same staircase, waited for the gun. And this one is crop because it's ultra wide. I put the crop factor of 1.5, it becomes, I think, 35 or something like that. Then you can actually zoom it in a bit, and then you crop a bit off. And then I waited for this guy to walk into the light. So you have some visuals. Okay, a little bit on how we can use the ultra wide to document the story of a person. 50 minutes, okay, good. So we're going to go through this. You know Yok Chong Watch Shop? You know where is this at? Wow, you all went to shoot before? Yes. Yeah, serious? Okay. How many people have shot this before? Everybody? Only 2 of you only. This is in, where? Klang, right? Near the famous underbridge Bakute. You can just walk there. Now this uncle is very, very nice. Okay, very, very nice. I went there, I buy him coffee, I buy him lunch, everything. I stayed with him from 8. I think he opened about 8. Until after lunch, about 4 o'clock. I was there chatting, shooting, that's all. Okay? Spent belanja the uncle some lunch and all that. It's good enough already. He's a very nice man. He's 80 plus, Okay. So if you can see, Yok Chong Workshop, how I create his one day in his life. You say, okay? Alright. You see? I went to the back, A lot of people go in front and shoot, but I go to the back. Then I see all these things. I say, hey, we can do something here, right? So I asked the uncle, I said, all Chinese, No, you understand Cantonese? No, then I speak in English. I say, hey, can you come over here and then just like do show, comb your hair and all that, So you do, right? Okay, am I right? The whole mirror, all that is just him like that. So this is the beginning of the story. So next, he showed me his room. He never showed anywhere. He showed me his room. I went to his room. I said, oh, I said, you stay here, uncle. He said, no, he stayed somewhere else. He used to stay here, but now he stay in his friend's place. So I said, I saw all these clothes. I said, can you just do something like that? Then I did, I shot, okay? So you show some living elements of the person that you're trying to share with others, is it? The story, Sorry. Rancangan terkendala. Okay. So as you can see, I just stay with him. Sure, this one anybody can shoot. But I think the first two are not many, right? Okay. After I shot, then they all start to go. Okay, it's okay because we are just sharing. Okay. Now this is the table. I think everybody has shot this. You see the ultra wide angle, all the reflection here and there. Okay. Next, you get some close up of his hands. Hey, I forgot to put. Oh God. Okay. Next, he came out from the toilet. Okay. This is the back of his house. Okay. Next, this is from his glasses. So I try to focus using manual focus on him using this glass to frame exactly while he's doing his work. So you see his glasses he wears is there. I mean, if you don't micro focus, you're not gonna think of shooting it. Where is it? Jammed or okay? Oh, okay. You're not gonna think of using the glasses and focusing and all that. Correct? His glasses there only, but as I say, if you micro focus, you look at the small details, you can get all this. Okay, this is a mirror, citizen. And then this one is, yes, you must be wondering how come. You place it nearer the clock. Okay, this clock, all these clocks. Okay, so that, and then you put the 1.5 crop factor. You can adjust that in your camera, right? So the lens won't be so ultra wide. Okay, and then I think the f1.8 becomes something else. Okay, and then he close shot. He wipe inside at the back. Okay, I want this ceiling thing coming down while he wipe his face, showing him afterward. Alright, this mirror is there. I didn't place it there. It's there. So when you see him do something like that, you see the mirror, you must include it here. But there I buy for him one. Then he eat. Eat. Then he pray. This one I ask him to do and that's it. So you have a story. You can use the 40mm for anything you want. I'm not trying to market the 40mm. Okay, I'm sharing with you that ultra wide angle is possible to use just one lens to do most of everything. Okay, and if you need to focus in deeper, you just click the times 1.5 factor, that's all. Now, Sri Kembangan market, everybody has been there? No. You all got, No, You all must go to all these places Sunday. Sunday, what you all do? Wake up a bit early, go to shoot like for 1 hour, 2 hours, then go and makan It's fun, you see. Okay, this is Sri Kembangan market. Now you see how I use the source of light. Remember the first the 2 slideshow number 2, knowing the source of light. He's sitting there. I didn't plant him there. He's actually sitting there, and I think eating. So I saw this, the source of light. You can see. Okay. So you micro focus again. Okay, this guy walk. You must be wondering how come the shadow is away. It's like that because the light shines. I also don't know why it's like that but I think it's the distance of the umbrella and the guy. And actually, this umbrella belongs to I wouldn't call a beggar. I was a brother in need. Okay, he's sitting here. His umbrella. Then he put some tong. Of course, I gave him. I say, hey, brother, I put $10 there Help. I always do that when I go around shooting. I see not to take the picture, okay, but I see then I help out the musicians. I just put $10 like that. Okay. Now I put it there. I say, can I use your place? I'm not shooting him. I just want to use the umbrella. He say, go ahead. Okay. Of course, he say go ahead right now. Okay. So he's here. I don't know how. Then I saw this umbrella. I saw people passing by. Now, if you go under, you don't have to focus anything anymore. You don't have to go and what, because we're at f16 ultra wide. You just press on it. Everything is going to be sharp. You understand? You just press and then you just wait for the moment. Okay? So using all these shadows, you create something visually colorful, street photography. Okay, motorbike reflection. I'm going to go quick. Another reflection. I find this interesting because this uncle is selling umbrella. And I was looking, I saw this motorbike is here. It's a direct thing like that, you see. So you take a shot. Shadows and lights, sunburst, another reflection on the car. And now we go a bit on S30 Kedai Makanan Exima. Everybody has shot here? No. This uncle and auntie is very, very nice. Go there, maybe buy some yokon, you know. What's yokon called? What's yokon called? Barbecue beef, right? No, barbecue meat, okay? Go there, pass to the uncle. She wakes up about, I think, 7 or something like that. So this, okay, this is not by the 14, this is by the 55. Okay, 14 you won't be able to get like that. Okay, this is by the 55. So you see, and all this is 14 already. Alright, mirror, she comb her hair. Same thing again, same way as I shot the uncle. Alright. Then the husband, okay. And then you see, you must sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. Not like what, you know. So when it's different when you make it like the whole thing is in sequence, you know. Now she's opening her window here. You need to say opening shot lah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. And then they have breakfast. I play around, but it's not a very good image because all this, but it's okay. I just want to show what you can do inside. And she's sweeping the floor. Okay, and she's burning something here. You can see, you know, with the ultra wide you get everything, but you don't look messy. You want some of the elements to be inside to tell the story, like all this, but immediately you can see the subject and the smoke here, because the smoke and the subject draws you to where it's supposed to be. Okay. All right, the framing. This one, I'm going to go quick, and then she Kira aftershock. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so we go next. Now, no street photography will be complete without going to Bukit Bintang. Correct? I'm sure everybody here has shot Bukit Bintang, right now. Now, how do you get shots of Bukit Bintang by a cleaner aspect? I'm not saying your one is messy, okay, no such thing, but you want it to like make the whole subject, people immediately see the image, then can see your subject already. Understand? So this is the PAL. This is just a Toyota Velfire, I think, passing by. I just shot like that. Okay, you can see that there's a girl also want to shoot and all that. Okay. Alright, so you see, early in the morning, you must go early in the morning, Bukit Bintang. Reach there about 6:45, wait for the light, okay? And the whole area is empty. Nobody is walking around. Then you wait. If to say nobody passing over, you ask one fellow to pass over, that's all. While the train is what do you call that, passing by. Okay? You see the whole empty. You all know where this is, near the lot 10? Okay? So it's exactly, there's a ceiling light, spotlight like that shining down. Ask my wife to stand there, and then all this. Okay, and then you darken the whole area. Then you will get this already. One of the MRT, you can see the lines of perspective. Okay, so Bukit Bintang, a lot of things. You just walk around and look, micro focus, and then you will get most of these things. So you know, this part of what do you call it? Perspective, okay? Okay, this cyclist, also early in the morning, I say, hey brother, you just stand here, can I? I say, okay, no problem. So I stand there, and then the train passed by, I took. Then I say, brother, you do something for us, can I? Then you do what? Okay, so you get the clean shots early in the morning. I mean, this is of course about 7:15, but you know, street photography, you have to have another element, you know. And what is the element?
Grass.
What?
Guts. Balls.
Balls, yes. 2, you have to have a thick skin. Why? The face must be thick, you know. You have to go and approach whoever, and then don't care whether you're rejected lah. But I can tell you, 9 times out of 10 times, they won't reject you. Okay? Now you don't go to Petaling Street and shoot the homeless. They will reject you 100%. Alright, but most of the time, 5 minutes, okay. We're gonna go through this. 10 minutes, why? You all want 10 minutes or 5 minutes? Okay. So you can see, you can clean shot like that. Because I got very thick skin, you know. I go there, I will ask anybody, hey brother, can you do that or not? Hey brother, can you do that or not? Hey auntie, how you gonna do? Come on, auntie. Then they let you do. 9 out of 10 times. Hey, what happened? I just switch it off lah. Okay lah. Sorry the kendala lagi. Where is it? Anybody know? I think they off the whole switch. Yeah, all the time. Okay. Oh, his computer, the boss computer. Okay. Another cyclist pen. Now they're having this every weekend. You all can go and just bang, drag, push everybody away. Say sorry, I want to go in front. Then you do it because you're using the 40mm wide angle. You got excuse, say, hey, sorry. Ultra wide, I have to be in front. And everybody to move. Okay. Then you can be in front and shoot. Alright, this is one of the bridge there. I find it like I don't need to take human. Sometimes I can take just the shadow. That's it. Okay, crystal clear reflection from the road. Another reflection. Oh, this lady, whole sire, over there. I said, show her. Wow, whole lang. Oh, that's all. Then you get one lang to date you out to have coffee. That is the beauty of being a photographer, you know. Hey, only for those bachelor. Okay. I'm serious, right or not? You agree or not? You just like that, you take and you show her, say, hey, hold on. Buy you coffee already. After what happened, we keep quiet, okay? Okay, Sephora, alright? Panning shot. You can see 1/8. I became more and more daring because as I try 1/25, it seems like out of 10 shot is sharp and all. Then I challenge myself. Okay, I'm going to go like lower and lower. As I go lower and lower, because why? I really want to get all this blur. Understand now? And you can go 1/8 if the guy is walking. He's walking, if he is like cycling, cannot lah. Okay? If he's walking, now after you practice 1/25, 1/20, 1/15, then challenge yourself. Go low. And then you can see that the effect is all this. This is not Photoshop, Everybody like that. Okay? Next. I was shooting this, and then this guy saw me, and he just purposely like that jump. Then I said, hey, okay, I can, as it's related to this signature on the floor. Okay, now this is New Year's Eve. I went there New Year's Eve, 2021. It's raining. Went to 7-Eleven, bought a poncho. You know poncho? Okay, so my body is not wet. Camera wet, never mind. I returned to Sony only. Then they replaced a new one for me. Okay. The boss is here, the boss. So I went there, shoot. Okay, anyway, the camera is water resistant, as well as the lens. So don't worry. Anything wrong, just send over for them to service. Alright? Now, New Year's Eve. Everybody start to come out now. Because the whole lockdown opened already. So I find that, okay, let's go and see what we can do. Okay? Go quickly, panning. Blurring shot, you see or not? Just stand there, you can see the motion. Okay? I think this uncle is always there. If you really lower your shot, your hands might be steady, no tripod, other than tripod. I just handheld. Maybe because I'm a dentist, my hands are more steady. but you practice yourself, you can. Just hold it straight because everything is there. You got the what? IBS IBIS or something like that inside the camera as well as the lens. So you can actually hold it quite still and your subject will be sharp. Okay, the rest all blur, never mind, because you're going to focus on this. Next. Okay. See, baby never wear face mask, everybody wear face mask. How can I? Okay, depending now. Okay, when the whole background is very messy, a lot of people already think, how to make your subject stand out? Doing this one, slow shutter panning. Okay, you can see her. She's looking at me, Wow. But of course, this one won't date me. Okay, I can see, when you slow speed, you just want one subject to be sharp, which is her. Okay, then knowing the source of light. Okay, this auntie is walking, carrying umbrella. The light, the source of light is actually here, but I've shifted towards here so that I can get it behind her. What do you call that? Umbrella. Okay, and I think that concludes my sharing. And I wish everybody happy Malaysia year, Malaysia Day, and many thanks for coming. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Nick, for the wonderful sharing.
Thank
So
you,
that's
Q&A.
all for today. Thank you so much. You can enjoy more outside.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, 多謝多謝，唔該晒。哎，thanks for coming。
来，等一下，你们有什麼的東西可以喺會喺後箱嗰度係咪？
冇啦。
答份，唔係答，唔係free
咩答咩？咩 statement？
我今日
或者人哋仲唔夠咧？
誒，thank you for coming。
How are you? Good.
我會喺 counter 一下，我會喺 counter 一下，我未睇過啊嘛。
One, two, send to Minket.
Okay, thanks. Hey,
How are you?
boss, you okay?
Good.
Long time no see lah.
Yeah.
You got do some project with Leah today.
咩 project？我嘅 pen drive 我攞先。
你記得拎 small project 啊？
唔係咩？你講咩
small project 嘅要係咪有做一個
Small one lah.
？Which project？
Okay, and then we do the working and then that one, just normal posting that one.
Do already
Already start.
Yeah. But I need the 2470啦。
Yeah.
我唔係我俾你一隻咧。
呢個係我買嘅。
奇怪，做咩你幾時買嘢喎？
我買咗好耐，後尾我睇到你哋 Sony 有，我 order from Australia 啫喎。
哦，因為呢度冇嘅，呢度冇。你 set don't sell 啊。
I order online from Australia 佢about 2 weeks 送嚟啊 ，OK 啦，400幾啊。
400 plus 喎。
Hey, this one 9 liter, you know.
Oh, that one is 6, is it? Smaller, like smaller.
Smaller lah, but enough.
Slightly different.
Longer.
Longer.
送俾我啊，有冇？5請咩啊？
Rồi, chơi.